Yo, what's happening? Y'all already know what time it is. This is the Papa Duck podcast along with my dog.
Please believe it's Steve. Y'all know.
Please believe it's
I'm coasting
Steve.
this thing. We're going to laugh. We'll get to it. We're going to do it the right way. We'll take some things that, some people don't want to talk about. We're going to talk about on this show. For real.
This nigga always extra. But listen, man, today, man, I got something special for y'all, man. Y'all
Special.
Hey, man, this is an honor today. You understand me? But before we kick this off, we're going to say, we're going to give a big shout out to UbuntuApparel.com. Make sure you go to the website, you know what I'm saying? Go grab that gear. And you already know, man, that's how y'all can help support the journey. And like I say, man, I got somebody special for y'all today, man. Listen, man, today, I got to read this off. You see what I'm saying? Today, right, on the show, it's an honor to welcome a true icon in the DJ world, all right? A powerhouse in the music industry and the driving force behind Southern hip-hop culture. You dig? Born in Jamaica, raised partially in Chicago. You get what I'm saying? Relocated to Jacksonville, Florida at age 15, where he discovered the love for the turntables. In the early 90s, man, he co-founded the legendary Cool Runnings nightclub. Lunch and Cool Runnings DJ, a crew that helped define mixtape culture across the Southeast. Listen, man, he's not just a spinner. He's a tastemaker, A&R heavyweight, CEO, Cool Running DJs, VP A&R at top labels, including CTE at times, Def Jam, Interscope, Slip and Slide. You know what I'm saying? Bro broke so many artists like Plies, Rick Ross, Yo Gotti, B.O.B., Gucci Mane, even myself and many more. Listen, man, I want to introduce to y'all Bigga Rankins. All right.
family, man, you know?
Hey, man, what's happening, man? Hey, listen, man. This is a pleasure, man. I appreciate it, man. For real, man.
Before we start, Duck, I want to let the crowd, everybody know that me and Duck go back so far like a 74 Nova with the bench seat.
Definitely, man, definitely. And I want to tell this story before we kick it off, right? Because we're gonna jump right into it. I want to tell y'all this story because I can tell my story better than anybody. When I first met Bigga, I met Bigga through I forgot buddy name, man. My boy, man. I forgot his name, man. That's when I first got up here in Orlando. He introduced us, me and John, to Bigga. We met Bigga in Daytona, right? We met in Daytona, sat down, we talked, gave him the mixtape, right? He did my first mixtape ever. He told us what it is, about the business and everything. We say, cool. Listen, before we left and made it from Daytona, before we made it back to Orlando, you called us back and you heard it. You say, you know what? I'm going to do this bitch for free. I'll never forget it. Ever forget it. And when you say, man, I'm going to do this bitch for free because you love the way the music is jammed, and ever since then, we've been locked in. So this man never, ever, ever charged me for a mixtape. And I just want to say, man, I appreciate it, man. We done a lot of shit. We're going to get into it. We done a lot together, but I just want people to know that, man. From day one, that man said, I'm going to do this mixtape for free. And we've been rocking ever since. So I just want to say, man, appreciate that. That introduced me into the music, you know what I'm saying, the right way. You get what I'm saying? And I just want to say, man, I appreciate that, bro.
Man.
We've been rocking.
That's so cool because I didn't even remember the Daytona thing until you brung it up.
Yeah.
Because John was somebody who always been on my mind because he used to call me and just be like, I just want to hear your voice, man.
Right.
You remind me of James Earl Jones. Your voice will stay in my, in my memory.
Yeah.
And he was a good dude, man.
Man.
Love him to death, man, you know. And being around Papa Duck for so many years, people just would never understand the grind that we put in. We put the G in grind.
Right.
We just be gone for weeks.
Yeah.
Sometimes I call Papa Duck, man, I just press up 10,000 CDs. I'm going to Mississippi. I'm going to Alabama.
Right.
I just don't see that grind no more.
Nah.
What do you think happened?
The internet, man. You know how
I know about
the internet made people forget about the hand-to-hand comeback. You know, like you I heard you first say this. The first time I heard you say this, somebody say this. You said, man, you got to go around like the president. You got to go shaking hands and kissing babies.
Kissing babies. Because you run. What president ever won office without going around kissing babies and meeting people and having rallies?
Right.
You got to go to these cities because this is, can't nobody tell you this better than Papa Duck. When you go to a place like Shaw, Mississippi, or you go to Waycross, Georgia, and these places,
right?
When you put your posters up, the people used to take the staple out of it and roll it up and take it home. Mm-hmm. It was cool to do that. Back then, you go to New York or Atlanta, put your poster up, they just push it out the way.
Right.
So these people, when you go to these little small towns and you perform for them, they remember you for life.
Yeah.
And when you can't pay your rent or your car note, these people are gonna bring you back.
Yeah. And that's how we used to look at it too. We always said that Jeezy might can't go to this part of Mississippi or Alabama or wherever. They can't afford him, but they can afford us.
For real.
So we became their Jeezy.
Because the people, don't cut you out, the people that own those clubs in a small town, they own the club, the parking lot, the food and everything. So when they do something, they have so much ways to win.
Yeah.
So they love to bring the artist for a lower number because they know they're gonna win.
Yeah, and that's something I admire about Boosie too. I learned that about Boosie. Boosie was one of them artists that, he ain't gonna let 4,000 stop him from making 20.
Yeah.
And I ain't gonna call no names, but I've tried to book certain artists, and I respect their number. But if you going for 30, and I say, man, I got somebody, they got 28, they like, nah, I need 30, and I respect that. But Boosie was his hustle, man. He was everywhere but nowhere, and that shit then helped him now. So I learned that from him.
And Boosie gonna always give you drops.
Yeah.
Boosie gonna promote your stuff like it's his.
Really important.
He gonna promote it like his baby mama performing. That's how he gonna promote it.
Yeah.
And a lot of people don't understand. I might be from a city where two of the promoters brought an artist a month ago and they didn't show up. Mm-hmm. So when I drop my little money, if you don't give me no drops, the people probably won't come out because they think it's another scam.
Oh,
true. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So an artist should always, man, 'cause some people go borrow that money to do that show.
Yeah.
So if he lost, he owe who he borrowed from and everybody who he had to pay.
Right.
Plus you.
True.
Sometimes, all they want, really, if you could just get on them like, hey, I'm going to be a so-and-so next Saturday, that's good enough.
Yeah.
Right.
Some of them just don't care anymore,
Yeah, man. That
But like, what thing happened when them not caring about, like, giving drops and engaging the people outside of promoters? What thing really happened with that?
So why they don't want to give drops anymore?
Yeah, like, they don't give the drops no more. Like they really caring for the promoters saying, look, we're struggling with the sales, but we know you're coming, but can you give us a drop? Why they don't really care about just automatic giving drops? Knowing the social media is so powerful for them too.
I really want to give you an answer on that, but all artists are different.
Yeah.
And I don't want to say this artist is just into himself too much, or he just don't care. Right. And it was other circumstances why he didn't. Right. Some artists did drops, and the people never really send the deposit and get the people in there and still made money. It's just a lot of stuff.
It's kind of like a give and take thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if a person drop your deposit, you need to go on and drop that, give them that drop. You know what I'm saying? So they can sell, so this stuff could turn out right. If you put me on your flyer, dog, I'm gonna advertise stuff like it's mine because I need it to look good. Because my last party it's supposed to be my best party for me to get another job.
Right.
Yeah, that's true. That's real. Yeah.
But some people don't care. Like a lot of artists don't understand that a promoter might bring it to his club on a Saturday night. That's his biggest night.
Yeah.
You thinking you put the crowd in there.
That shit built.
If you bring in a Friday night, you gonna catch hell.
Yeah. Oh.
But if you have a good night, sometimes your maintenance, it's a maintenance for you. You bring an artist here every now and then, boom, boom, boom. But what I used to do, I used to break the artist.
Right.
Then bring them. So because I broke them, then I have a decent price for them.
Right.
If I ever told you, I'm going to tell you something that could blow your mind. The most money I ever made off of an artist was OJ the Juice Man. Because I broke OJ the Juice Man, and then I didn't get to do him about a year or so after that because I was so busy, and he was busy. And I only had to pay his travel. And I made so much money, like the line was so long, like for the whole, because he was hot.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He was good, and he was hot.
Shout out OJ, man.
Yeah, shout out, yeah.
And I was just telling my partner, he said, man, I never figure you out, man, when you be breaking these people that know. I said, my mom always tell me, like, you're only worth what you negotiate.
Wow,
Right.
wow.
So if I come to Duck and Duck say, hey, man, I want you to do my podcast. I said, oh, I'll do it for $100. Then he put it up on his stream for millions, and he made millions of dollars. I negotiate $100. So that's what's mine. So what I do, I always analyze stuff and figure out how it's going to help me and help the person, and then just do the right thing. Because in life, no matter what you do, it will come back.
Right. Good or bad, yeah.
Don't matter what you do, man, it will come back. So if I shitted you out of something, disrespect you, it might not come back through you, and then it might come back on my kids. Who knows?
Yeah.
These stuff don't go away.
I did hear that before. That sometimes things come back on your kids and you.
Yeah.
I heard that a lot of times.
Curse your kids in the process.
man.
Of that shit, man.
So Bigga, like you think like when like a lot of DJs in the club, you be there, you just know, and you ask them to spin a record of your artist, you like, why a lot of them look at you like, yeah, they don't never play it. Is it more like a set thing they got going on, or more like
Sometimes and some DJs just ain't got that. See, DJing is about popularity and personality.
Okay.
You got to sell yourself for the people to buy into you.
Okay.
Now, I could stop my music in a funeral and play something new because I know how to do it.
Okay.
I might be like, hey, man, the bar finna close. The bar finna got last call to the bar. Last call. I want y'all to be dead drunk when I get to the next part of the ride out. So you know what? I'm going to put this on right. I want you to listen to this for me. And it's just natural.
Yeah.
When I'm on the microphone, I'm the ghetto CNN. When I'm on the microphone, you're going to pay attention to me. It might be a couple of niggas, but 90% of the people going to pay attention to me. Ain't nobody going to be rolling no dice trying to talk. Baby, because I be having so much important stuff to say.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because if I'm going to DJ in Carolina, and in South Carolina, then I'm going to call it, find out what first I'm going to check out the radio station and see what's the hit song, their number one song on the radio. Then I'm going to call somebody I know and ask them, what happened in the city lately? Yeah. Oh, so-and-so over the west side just got picked up. Because you don't want to go giving a bunch of shout-out to people that just killed somebody.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You want to feel the pulse of the city. So when I go to the city mine. It ain't all the DJs no more. The city is mine. So I find out who is the best rapper in the city.
Right.
And I'll go, if he on MySpace at that time or whatever, I'll go find him, get it up, hit him up, and call him and say, hey, man, I'm coming through. I'm Bigga. Oh, I heard about you, Bigga. I said, I'm going to bring you up on stage. And then when I go there playing, I'm doing my thing, boom, Papa Duck. Well, I heard you're the man in the city, man. I can't come here no pay. You come up, I got the city in my hand.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
listen. This is what I want y'all to pay attention to. This is what separates a lot of not just DJs but artists. Cause I do the same thing. When I go to a city, I want to know who's the hottest clique, who got this going on, what's the latest this, what's the latest that. So when I go, comedians do it too. You know what I'm saying? They talk about the streets. They sort of make it sound so relative to where they grab you. But that's a part of being a great DJ or artist or a comedian. Like, these are different things that separates you from just normal shit. You know what I'm saying? That's big though.
You got to check the heartbeat of the city. Especially, I remember one time.
That's big, Bigga. You gotta say that again. You gotta check the heartbeat of the city.
The heartbeat of the city, know what's going on. Because see, we street dudes.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So when we might pull up somewhere and we be like, damn. We can tell what type of crowd is in the club by the cars that park in the parking lot.
Y'all heard that?
You know what I'm saying?
Y'all heard that?
You know.
Y'all heard my legend. he can tell what type of crowd it is with the cars in the parking lot.
For real. And a person like me, dog, I just used to be looking. I said, oh, man, there's some hot boys in here. You know?
You can see the droppers out there.
So so I know when I get in there, when I get to my 1 o'clock ride out, I'm starting out with that Jeezy ride out.
I know.
Cause I'm finna get it in, cause it's like it's like when you get money and those songs come on, you think it's for you, just you. You don't want to dance with no girl. You're dancing by yourself. You know, it's me. You know what I'm saying? Shit. You know, and when I go into a city, I'm like, whoever birthday it is, I'm gonna make it sound like it's your party.
Right.
I'm gonna big you up. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And if, you know, I might, if it's a girl, I might take my first little 100 out and get her number. It's her birthday, man. Y'all show love. Right. And then it's like I pressure people to, you know, to show love. It's like, entertainment is a form of enjoyment.
Yeah.
That's how I look at it. I feel like entertainment is a form of enjoyment. Unemployment is a form of embarrassment.
Whoa. Big, say it again, Bigga.
You know, that's how I look at it.
That's real.
Unemployment is a form of embarrassment because you got to work. You got to take care of your children.
Right.
You got to take care of your responsibility. Entertainment is a form of enjoyment.
Right.
So I tell my partner, look, man, if you work at Walmart, you can't take me to work with you.
So
So I can't take you to work with me.
True.
The thing that I do for work is your enjoyment.
Right.
So you can't just be standing by me having no conversation with me. Right. I'm locked in right now.
Right.
It got to pay attention.
You know, I'm locked in right now.
Now listen, man. I know, like I was saying, no disrespect to the drummers, the Cannons, the Smalls, and nobody ever done mixtapes, right? But I gotta say this, right? Real nigga radio mixtapes was centered around the streets, the core gutter of the most gutter street shit, right? Well, you got niggas just getting off probation, niggas just getting out of jail, getting mixtapes done. You had the streets with this real nigga radio. And like I say, that tag, when they hear that real nigga, this shit going down. Man, how did you start that series, bro?
I'm going to tell you, man, because I'm always so real.
Right.
You know, when I'm in the club, if you start fighting, I put on gospel music.
That's real.
My grandmama say, anybody fight while you're playing God music, that's the devil. Stay away from him.
Oh.
And when anybody fight in the club, I put gospel music on, everybody just
chill out.
So me and my dog, nigga Psych, he had a little thing in Jacksonville, and he had a radio station. And they said, you want to do a show on the radio? I said, yeah, man, I'm gonna do a real nigga radio on there. And he was like, damn, that's raw. That's before he opened. That's when he about to open the station. Before he even did it, it was an underground station, you know.
Right.
And I kept doing. So I said, okay, I want to do everything that goes with this. I want to do the merch, everything. So I started thinking. I said, man, me and J Baby was talking. I said, man, I got to start this mixtape because I just got with Jeezy and he was talking that real shit. I said, real nigga radio. And when I got my first piece of merch, I wore it into the store. And the lady called me to the side and she said, you know, that say real nigga radio. You're a black man. You look like you're a nice guy. Why are you using the nigga so long? I said, well, when they stop treating us like niggas, I might change it.
That's real, though. That's real.
You feel me? And I'm deep into my thing, dog. You got people who do mixtape. They'll get your mixtape and hey, what down for Papa Duck, boy, you're going in, boy. Nah, I write stuff I listen to artists, listen to metaphors, the wordplay, and I write something to it so I can enhance him. Because the mixtape is not about me, it's about my cosign. Right. And if you really want to cosign an artist, enhance what it's. So if an artist, I might talk, an artist might be like, yeah, man, I done been to prison this many times. And blah. Then when I start the intro, I'll be like, man, one time for the late nights and the early mornings in court. Now, if you've been through that, it's going to touch you. Anybody else been through that, it's going to touch them. So when you listen to my mixtape and you're in the car, it's like I'm sitting right next to you talking to you.
Right.
You feel me? If I found out, I ask you every question. If you're a Christian, let's talk about the church. If you're a thug, let's talk about the hood. I don't mix it up.
Right.
So if you give me something with no soul or no type of, thing in there, I can't really say too much because it's bubble gum. You know what I'm saying? I remember this guy gave me an intro one time. It was a good song, but it was kind of a bubblegum song. He was like, man, I want you to go so hard. I'm like, but you're not saying nothing hard.
Right.
Now you finna take everything I put in to Real Nigga Radio, and it's gone. So I'm listening to the song. He was just talking about girls, this and girls that. I was like, I'm just gonna try something. I was like, man, all these girls talking about they looking for a real nigga with car, nigga with money. I'm looking for one of these bitches with some good credit. I'm sick of you poor asshole. And he loved it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So sometimes it's just what you say. Somebody got to beat off of you, so it'll sound right.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Whether you R&B, whether you rap, you got to take the nigga word and explain it to the people.
Right. I'm
like the content in the Bible. When you open the front part, they tell you, except when I talk, you know what you're going to hear in every verse. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it is. And I got people, man, I get so many inbox. Oh, my God, you taught me off the ledge. Oh, I listened to that Lucha thing all through my bed. Man, you be saying some real stuff, man. Your words are deep. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like one of my deepest word that I ever said was documentary when I said, life is a gift and freedom is a privilege. If you abuse any of them, your journey gonna be very complicated. A lot of people did not understand that. So I'm gonna tell you how big that song was. That song already gone. It's big. But somebody called me and said they was in Fort Walton Beach. He said, man, we need to hire you to come. Because the dude that loved this song, he died. He used to pay for everybody to get in the club, and he died. Right. And I said, you want me to come for one song? He said, yeah, man, I want you to come. And I did that song about 3 times, 4 times.
Wow.
Just the intro,
right,
which is less than a minute.
Right.
But I was still, hosting the party.
Yeah.
And everybody was like, they wouldn't even let me leave. And then I said, damn, my words are very touching. So now I got to be like, oh, my God, I can't be like, put your gun fingers in the air no more. I can't say that no more because it's not going to work for me no more because now people believe in my speech.
Right.
So I just start changing a little bit now. I was telling my partner, said, I got the switch. And he was like, man, let's stick to the money. And I said, well, when I was running to the cars with the gun in my pocket, them kids look up to me. They didn't look up to Michael Jordan. So just because I done moved to the suburbs, kids going to private school, I can't turn my back on them because our destinies are tied together. Right. I started this with them. They're doing this because they saw me doing it.
Yeah.
Right.
You understand what I said? Man, the whole world didn't see you doing that. See, this is the difference. You got to worry about the world when you worry about one person if we're black.
Yeah.
So I stopped talking about put your gun fingers in the air, and I stopped talking about guns, and because I used to go crazy, man. I used to be like, I think I was on one of the duck shit. I think it was like, yeah, man, we riding down the street, the gun in my lap, on my Bible on my dash.
Street shit, man.
And this is the life that I'm seeing people living. I came up in the streets. Yeah. I came up on the corner.
That's what it was, man. I mean, same way, it's just the progression in life, man. Getting wild and shit. A lot of shit I don't talk about no more neither. So I definitely understand it, but that definitely was the grassroots, from then to now. You know what I'm saying? So just some niggas still stuck on that shit. That's the crazy part.
Because they say that they still think they got something to prove.
Yeah, some niggas, yeah.
I learned that you have nothing to prove. The more you grow, because they used to chase money, dog. You remember, man, they be having Super Bowl, All-Star. I'm calling like, y'all ain't got Bigga Rankin booked on y'all stuff. I'm trying to come to a party, but I ain't seen him. They said, who is Bigga Rankin? Who is Bigga Rankin? And you hang the phone up.
Yeah.
Then you call back and be like, man, I can't believe you asked me who is Bigga Rankin, man. I just want to find out where he going to be at.
Right.
Next thing I know, boom, somebody calling. Hey, man, you coming down? So it's like, because I used to be my manager.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just found out you can't be your manager because you're gonna sell yourself cheap because you love music,
Right.
and they can talk you down.
Yeah.
But I used to just chase money. When I stopped chasing money, the money just started coming to me.
Yeah.
The phone ring, money coming. People
Facts.
see you out, money coming.
Facts. That's
So the more you grow, you learn how to handle things better.
Right.
Nah, that's true. That's true. Cause like I say, man,
That's true.
I don't take back nothing, man. When I look back, shit, we done did a lot of shit together. I remember you brought me over to CT. You tried to get me over there. You was over with Jeezy.
Man, most definitely.
You know what I'm saying? Shouts out to King. I know at the time it wasn't but you did brought me over there. We did a couple records and shit. You know what I'm saying? We done flew to New York. We done did a lot of shit together. People don't understand that, man. Like,
Y'all from New York together, but that plane
Yeah.
ride back, you said, you got to plane.
oh hell yeah,
That plane ride
that
back.
plane ride back. That motherfucker shook. Man, everybody jumped up on that bitch.
I'm gonna tell you what hurted me though. I'm gonna tell you what hurted me, and Duck could tell you, it shed tears in my eyes. Right. I love Khaled because I break Khaled record. Khaled just be making the best records. As soon as Khaled make record, man, his first artist, I broke him in Jacksonville, all up in there, whatever. And Duck was on fire. We just shot the video with Ross, had my Louis Vuitton all around, you know what I'm saying? I asked him, I said, man, what you talk to Dead Jam? One of them, man, let my boy. He said, man, he raw. He gonna get there, man. He gonna get there. He raw. But I be just thinking like, and I would never say nothing bad about Khaled. That's a good friend of mine. He's a good person. And I probably couldn't understand what that was about at that time.
Right.
But, man, I shed tears, man. Because I felt like he could have got my dog in there, man. It's like we were hot.
Yeah, man.
We was up to $7-10 grand a show. Like, we were hot. Duck was working more than people who was on the radio.
Who had deal. I don't know, man. I thought maybe, I don't know, man. It was a depressing thing, but man, it is what it is. Like I said, I don't take nothing back, because this game done been good, and but I did, it did make you think like, what the hell. But
the journey God put you through, your destination is where He wanted you to be.
Yeah.
And if you'd have changed the journey, you probably wouldn't have reached this destination.
True. Yeah. True.
Right now you could teach people.
Yeah.
Cause like me and Duck, man, I ain't gonna say me and him. This man put out so many CDs, I thought he was crazy. He would go to do the whole Mississippi, then do the whole what's the next one in Mississippi?
Bama?
Yeah, do the whole Bama. Then go up Carolina.
Yeah.
Then he got the bullhorn, and a twin to jump up on top of the truck and just be calling everybody like, hey man, and people just coming getting these CDs, and then they were selling the CDs for $1 a piece.
Yeah.
10,000 CDs were bringing in 10,000. So I told Duck, Duck, you crazy? You gonna sell it for $1? He said, we print it up and we're gonna get it away for free. 10,000 CDs gonna bring in $10,000.
Yeah.
That's real. Wow.
I didn't know that though. I wasn't looking at it like that. I was like, dollar was too cheap. And we got it in, man.
Yeah.
Got it in. We taught a lot of people how to do this. We showed a lot of people how to do this. We had the blueprint.
Yeah.
A lot of people could talk about, of course you got the ads now, you can do this and do that. We didn't have no ads. If you want people in Mississippi to know, you got to go to Mississippi.
You got to go there. You got to put the work in.
What I'm saying?
Man. A lot of people ain't do that. A lot of people ain't doing it now. Yeah. It's like, the easier it get, the more lazier people get. But like I say, man, I kind of chilled for a minute, but we back at it. We back on the ass. Like I say,
it's not something you can. This is not something you can. Man, I try to retire. Man. I try to chill. You can't, because this it planted in you. You know what I'm saying? Right. And like I said, if you go and perform and didn't get paid, not $1, you're mad. You get up in the morning and do the same thing again. That's passion.
Yeah.
Yes.
When you love something, you're gonna put your passion into it.
Yes.
You're gonna put that real love into it.
Yes.
You feel me? And man, Duck used to call me, man, what we got this weekend? And shit, nigga, I'm tired. Because I always have a club night on the weekend.
Yeah.
Dog gonna come through my birthday. I mean, I ain't gonna lie to you, man. It's an experience that it'll take us 3 days to talk about it.
Yeah.
And we don't have to talk about the bad part of it.
That's real. That's deep. That's real deep.
Nah,
That's
it's
deep.
all love. That's
real
shit.
deep. Yeah.
That, man, like I said, I had fun, man. I had fun, bro. This
But like you
shit
said,
don't
Bigga,
owe me nothing.
Doug, one of the artists that through his journey of the music industry and everything, he one of the only artists that don't have no beef with nobody. We respect it through all the artists is respect him.
No beef,
If Duck
man.
do a CD right now and I didn't host it, I feel like he disrespected me. but I would tell him this though: for your journey, let me host one and do one regular.
Right.
Like, it's the same CD.
Right.
Let me host one and one be regular. But even the one I host, make sure you do the clean version so we can get some of them. The JPay.
The clean version now ranking.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm being here. Clean.
What? If you ain't got clean version of anything,
Right.
boss, you are wasting your time.
Like Bigga, one time we was together and I heard you say that Duck was the first dude that went Mississippi from Florida and be like, sold it out, packed it out. I mean, just ran through Mississippi like from Florida underground artists. And you say he went there and did some damage in there.
Man, that nigga said
too
pat
much
that
stuff.
pussy, the whole roof come off the club, man.
Day
Old people and all patting their pussy.
to this day.
Yeah.
Still
You know
get
what I'm saying?
videos. People sending me videos to this
That's
day.
man,
you know what I'm saying?
especially Mobile, Alabama.
Yeah, shots
Every time I
Mobile.
go to Mobile, cause they call me Papa Duck Daddy. No, for real. Cause I used to go there and play the song, and then Papa Duck used to be around me, and every time I go there, that should be my hit song for the night. I used to play it, cause I travel all through those markets.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And going through those markets, you get to know a lot of people. Those people don't ever forget about you.
No.
Ever. Mm-mm.
They be inviting you to dinner and all that.
Yeah.
We just went to Shaw, Mississippi. My wife went with me. It's our first time I ever went down. And the amount of people that shake your hand before you get to the DJ booth, you be like, damn, am I ever going to get to the booth? And they hug. They don't want to shake it. They hug. You know what I'm saying?
That's it. Just like yesterday, we met Buddy from
Yeah,
Mississippi.
from
And the other
side,
people we had
Bud
to-
Delta. Bud Delta.
Yeah.
Oh,
It was stopped, man.
2 Second Crowd, annual anniversary. We were there, and the dude, he was down on vacation with his family. He like, Papa Duck, we know about you in Mississippi. We know about you. He like,
Yeah.
can I get a picture? Can I talk to you? He like, yeah.
So they show love in the ship, man. I got to ask you one more thing, man. The reason why I say this is so personal to me because like I always looked at a lot of artists that's in the music industry that made it, that made millions, and we look at the BET Awards like that's the only award show, and it never made sense to me. Like you niggas got millions, and why won't y'all create your own show? So the Diamond Awards, right? That shit there, you don't understand, bro. You gave the South something to be proud of. I got a couple Diamond Awards.
We did it for 19 years.
That's what I'm trying to just,
And
you feel
we're
me?
about to do the next one next year.
That's what I'm saying.
The last one, the 20th.
I wanted you to touch on that right quick, bro, because like I say, a lot of artists don't, like a lot of people don't understand when you put in so much work and to be like acknowledged, not from BET, no disrespect to BET or nothing, but 19 years, dog. They gave the city something to come out to, the artists, the DJs, the producers to come out and be a part of something.
And it's a whole weekend event.
Yeah, man, come on, bro. I got to give you flowers on that, man. So, cause it's like, without that, man, a lot of us would probably wouldn't, we wouldn't be thinking we being thought about. But that gave us that walk on the stage and getting that dime. I got a couple on them. That walk on the stage, getting that Diamond Award, man, fuck all everything up. This is it right here. So, man, like, you got to talk about that, man. You feel me?
Diamond Awards was like, first it was called the Ghetto Grammy Award.
Yeah.
It was a Ghetto Grammy Award, and the people, after the 5th year, I got a letter, said I can't use Grammy because, they have big Grammys award.
Mm.
Whatever. At least they're hollering at me. That mean they heard me.
Right.
Right,
I did
right.
it again,
Okay.
and the lawyers wrote me.
Yeah.
Said, stop it. I was going to sue the shit out of you.
Right.
So I stopped it. But the award was to give people that wasn't looked at. I gave some people some awards. It wasn't just artists, beauty salons,
Yep.
and people who were doing good in the community and all that type of stuff. I gave them awards too. You know what I'm saying? But it just made me feel so good. Man, people, Yo Gotti got his first award there. 2 Chainz got his first award there. Ross got his first award there. You know what I'm saying? Ball Greasy, Trick. It did a lot for these people, you know what I'm saying? But people, to me, at first when I started it, I wasn't making no money. I lost every year for about 7 years.
Oh, wow.
I lost because you have because when you're a person like me that's in the streets every day, you know so many people, dog. And then when I'm doing Miami, I have to do DJ Mead, I have to do all the DJs, I have to do the artists. You can't just leave out certain people because they work hard that year. You just got to cope with all different type of title for them, you know? And man, it was going so good, and I was doing it, and the last I did it was on the 19th year. And, you know, people just go arguing with it. Man, why he on there? Why this? They don't congratulate nobody. They just be mad. One nigga ain't did no music in 5 years and mad because he didn't get one.
Right.
So I said, you know what? I'm going to take a break. You know? And a lot of stuff I learned, you know, I have a bishop, which is my, you know, we walk and we talk. And when we start walking the first time, Bishop said, Bigga, I'm going to tell you something. In a year, I'm going to ask you, I'm going to bring it back around to you and see how you're living. He said, respond is strength. Reaction is weakness. 90% of the time you react to something, it's a problem. Duck could be at home and you called up, man, I was a young lady hooking the nigga up in the mall. Could be her cousin, her uncle. Could be the minister from the church. But when how Duck react, man, tell her hoe come get her shit out of the house. You know? And the man was so right. And I just said, oh my God, let me look at this. And I come to find out that reaction is weakness. And responding. And it goes for the world we living in out here. It's just hip hop, sex, drugs, and money, and murder.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I changed, man. I like to learn. Because when we were walking, I was like, man, I'm tired, man. It's 3 miles to them and back. He said, what your problem is, man? You just reflect on the destination. Take some pictures of them little dares running around, the little ducks in the water, and enjoy your journey. Let's stop and pray right there, walking. And in no time, we used to finish the walk.
Right.
So I'm like, God damn, man. So I'm like, all my life I'm living, I got a bunch of baby mamas and a lot of kids. But what if I was wrong? Every time somebody asked me why you wasn't with this girl, you're like, man, she be tripping, man. I said, let me go get some counseling. So I went and got some counseling. And come to find out 90% of the time I was wrong.
Yeah.
Because when we were in the street, nigga, I got maybe 2 or 3 little spots. This girl said, you know what I'm saying? And then this one got my cell phone in her name. This one got one beeper in her name. Whatever. And these girls back then, it was like they're loyal to you.
Right.
So every time they start talking, you cut them off because you with the money. You're the one spending the money. That wasn't right. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't always right.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody deserves a chance to tell their part of the story. Right. Tell you how they feel.
Right.
What they going through.
Be heard.
But we holding some money, nigga, bad ass car. And where you going? And I'll be back, man. You know what I'm saying?
True.
And I've learned to have a relationship that's equally yoked.
Right.
That me and my girl, we pray together. Me and my wife, we pray together. We do everything together.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If I'm going somewhere, man, you can go. Let's go.
Right.
I left my phone at the house. I'm out of town for a week. I ain't got to worry. I done make a mistake, took her phone. Ain't got to worry about nothing. Back in the days, nigga, when I took a shower, I got my phone in a Ziploc bag. You know what I'm saying? That's also the life we was living.
Yeah.
It was fun, but it wasn't great.
It wasn't right, yeah.
And it wasn't prosperous.
Like you said, it was fun, but it wasn't great.
It wasn't great.
A lot of people don't understand that. Wow.
And I started thinking, and I was sitting at home one day, and I said, you know something? I'm going to do my little breakfast with Bigga, and I got my phone, and I said, hey, man, you know something, man? No one makes it out of life alive, man. So make sure you leave a legacy for somebody to talk about. I don't want to be a king unless I got a prince. That a king don't make no sense unless it's a prince.
Yeah.
I gave away more than I ever made in this music. And one day, I said to myself, free is too expensive. I ain't getting nothing else away.
Right.
Because it took me a while to learn this. It got to cost something. I lost a lot of baby mamas, broke up. I get to see my kids a lot of nothing. Like, I'm not finna do this for free. And my grandkids, I try to make it through everything they're doing because I miss a lot with my real kids.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Because this shit kept you out there in the streets.
For real. I tell
know?
people that all the time. That they don't see that part.
So I just want to be, because I had so many girlfriends and doing all type of stuff. I pray so much after a while. I just beg God, please to forgive me if any girl ever lied to get some ass or whatever. Just please forgive me, because I don't want this to fall on my kids or my grandkids. And I got 10 girls. I got 10 daughters and 3 boys. I got 16 grandkids, and most of them is girls. Yeah. All the bad shit I was doing, I'm blessed with something that I got to pay attention to.
Right.
You feel me? So I tell all my dogs all the time, say, every time you break up with your baby mama, you don't want to take care of the kid. You don't want to be in the kid life. Now, boys are cool. But when you have a little girl, my nigga.
Yeah, different.
And you and the mama break up, the next man she get, he ain't got no motherfucking resume on his forehead. This nigga could be a molester or whatever.
For real.
And then when he touched the little girl, she's scared to tell you because she can't even get in touch with you. And the mama in love with the nigga, he paying all the bills.
Yeah.
It's over with.
Yeah.
But when you're in touch with your daughter, she said, Daddy come get me.
Damn right.
I don't give a damn how old she is. Daddy come pick me up.
Damn right.
But when you don't have no relationship with them girls, man, you giving them over to the world.
Yep.
And you be running around here, brand new Jordans and shit, big chain around your neck. Nigga, you ain't shit.
Right.
Because don't nobody in the world had an orgasm and was mad. That's the sweetest thing in the world, nigga.
Right.
Take care of that seed that you spit out, nigga.
Right.
That belong to you.
That's real.
Kid going to school, man. I remember one time my girl was driving, the lady at the bus stop was just crying. Like, the kid was so cold, and she gave the kid like her big thing to put on,
Right.
And I said, man, you got a number? She said, yeah. So I called him and get him some coats and shit. And I felt like that was nothing. I need to do more. I need to do more, because some of the stuff that we give away, we don't even want.
Oh, yep.
But we just feel like, I feel like I'm blessed. I feel like Papa Duck blessed, you blessed. Man, we should have been out of here, nigga.
Yeah.
We in so many clubs that was shooting that nigga. So many block parties, we running down. This nigga here from Belle Glade. Nigga, I used to go to the Muck Bowl, what they call it?
Yeah, Muck Bowl.
And nigga was shooting shit after that too. But it was the biggest, that bigger than any Super Bowl I ever been to.
Right.
I'm just saying,
right,
for the vibe I'm looking for.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I tell niggas all the time, man, the best football players and the best rappers came from Palm Beach. You from Jamaica, nigga. What the hell you know? Oh, I've been around these niggas. I used to run through Florida, and when I go to Palm Beach, I could be there for a whole day. Nothing but hard-ass rappers. And most of the time you see people on TV, they're from that area of football players.
Yep.
Yeah.
Man, look. I just called Kingpin out there. I want to do the history of Florida. I want to start all the way from Luke.
Right.
To who's doing it now. But it's going to take me about 4, 5, 6 months. Because a lot of artists, it only could be one song at a time.
Right.
I did the history of Texas before. I did all type of different shit. I'm deep into music than most people think, because music been paying my bills all my life.
Right.
I ain't had no other job.
Facts.
You feel me?
That's it, man. That's what it is, man. Listen, man. Before we get out of here, man, I want to give you this. You know what I'm saying? We give gifts. Make sure they get it, Phil. Definitely want to give you that, man. You know what I'm saying?
And got the hat too.
You got it.
So Ubuntu basically means, Ubuntu is an African word, you know what I'm saying? It basically means I am because we are. You know what I'm saying? It's collectivism. It's togetherness. That's why we went with the with the name and everything. So definitely, man, want to appreciate you coming on the show.
Oh, this on the part one, man.
I like that.
What we talked about is the old days.
Yeah.
Next time we come back, we're going to talk about some modern stuff
going on?
and stuff that we need to do for the community,
Right.
and how we can help the younger guys understand this music business, because
Definitely.
it's not just music, it's the music business.
Yeah.
Right.
If you don't sign the white paper, you ain't going to make no green paper.
Right.
I don't care. Back in the days, we make a song at the studio, nigga, we run straight to the club.
Right.
You can't do that no more, because when you go to the club, if it's good, he give it to DJ, and then it start playing, it get hot. Then when you come with the master version that's registered, you're trying to catch up with the other song.
Yeah.
Because most people got to see everything you do now. You got to do your right paperwork and get your stuff together.
Definitely that.
True.
That's true.
And we remember, man, I got to be on that mix CD. Well,
Yeah,
I ain't got
I
to.
got
I just
you.
got to do the intro for it. How
I got
about
you.
that? Let's
Hey,
gotta
man.
do the intro.
Hey, that's
hold
a
on, new
done
song
deal.
called My Boy out right now. Y'all check out new record called My Boy. Another one called Mind Sex Bigga. So
I told him to send it to me. So, is it on Vertical yet?
Yeah, we got it out. We got it on everything.
It's on Vertical.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
definitely.
we got it out. So yeah, we like I said, we back at it, man. Hey, I hope y'all paid attention. You know what I'm saying? Because this is like years and years and years consolidated in 1 hour. You know what I'm saying? So definitely take heed to that. Yeah, like be able to study the greats. You understand what I mean? Stop letting people who ain't been where you trying to go tell you what the fuck going on. That don't make no sense.
If you don't know where they're coming from, you don't know where you going.
Straight up.
okay,
I know
all
it
right, okay.
It's just that simple. Really common sense, man. It's just that simple, man.
And really, there ain't no common sense. 'Cause I thought sense was common, but it ain't.
Right.
You know, because I seen niggas outside with a M16 and nigga run out there with a pop gun. That's not common sense. That's a damn fool. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Hey, that's for real, man. Like I say, man.
Bigga, like I said, bro, it's a privilege to even be around you, to have this connection with you, to have you on the show. It's a privilege that y'all relationship was a blessing in the sky.
Oh, yeah,
man.
man.
You know,
It still is.
Still
and like I say,
Still alive.
every time we come to Atlanta, we always come to your place, see you.
Man,
It's always love. You
Yeah.
know.
y'all, I want to say something to all the young brothers out there, men and sisters out there. Quit saying you're sorry. Just change your behavior.
Facts.
You never had to say you're sorry no more.
That's real, Bigga.
Facts.
That's
Right.
real.
Come on, man.
Facts.
I love to talk to the young people because nobody never talked to us.
Right.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
And I said, with the right attitude, you don't know how high your altitude might get.
Right.
With the right attitude, man. My mom always tell me, manners take you through the world. And when I was young, I was in the 7-Eleven. You know, you be looking how your face all on. And an old white man looked at me and said, "Hey, man, what's wrong?" I said, "Nothing." He said, "Smile. It's free."
It's free.
Mm.
That's real.
Changed my whole look on life.
That's real. That's real though. That's real. Like I say, man, I definitely appreciate that, man. But listen, before we go, last night you said something to me, man. That shit stuck with me, man. You know what I'm finna tell you. You know what I'm talking about. Man, tell these people what you told me last night, man. About the devil. You remember what you said?
No, I be watching a lot of I be watching a lot of Christian stuff, you know.
Yeah.
And a lot of people don't know that people campaign
Yeah.
just to win you, just like how people campaign,
Right.
you know, to win the election. So you know, so this guy, you know, he died. He was a politician, and he said, "Damn, what am I doing in heaven? All this shit I done promised people, I ain't never gave him shit. What am I doing up here?" So the angel were like, no, we change everything for people like you. We let you come up here for one day and go to hell for one day, and then you chose where you want to be. And he went into heaven. Man, soft pillows, flowers everywhere, milk and honey, and everybody just running around in white dresses and white outfit. It's like a white party. Just nice. He slept in the bed. It was so soft when he lay in the bed, he went down in it. And he woke up that morning. And so I said, "Well, go test hell and let me know how you feel." So all right. He went to hell. He got off the train. The devil was sitting there in a white outfit drinking a margarita in front of a white, pretty-ass hotel. And he said, like, damn, man, I thought when I come down here, people's skin gonna be burning off and they're screaming, fire everywhere. I said, oh, no, they're lying to you, man. So he said, go on and have some fun. So he walked in the hotel, put his stuff up. He said, oh, go on out. It's a golf course. I go do some holes. It's a basketball court right there. Ain't got a pool wrapped around it. He did all that shit, and he came back and said, hey, you know, about 5-course meal, we got the 7-course meal. And he ate all that shit up and said, damn. So he woke up in the morning. He got up early. So he said, you early up? And said, yeah, I'm going to go back up here, man. This is where it is. Mm-hmm. So he went back to heaven. The lady said, you back? He said, no, I'm here to get my damn clothes. It's boring up here. So he went back to hell, and train pulled up. He got off. The devil still in the white suit drinking the margarita, but ain't no hotel. And everybody burning and locusts eating people, and they're screaming. And he said, man, what the fuck? What's going on, man? He said, oh, no. Yesterday I was campaigning. Today you voted.
Right.
Ooh,
Tricked him.
tricked him.
So it's a lot of shit going on in the world right now. A girl might walk up to you pretty as money.
Right.
But the devil
Right.
standing all in her, you know what I'm saying? Coming to take everything away from you.
Right.
Bigga, that's real though. Bigga, like they're like so like. My mind just went to like what's really going on right now. Like that campaign. A lot of people campaigning your life.
It's
all different areas.
campaign.
Yo,
They
A
trying
nigga
to
tell
get
you
you
right,
and they-
you rapping and you want to get out the streets so bad because the feds on your tail or whatever. You got a little money, nigga say, man, you give me 50,000, man. I ain't get you there. Nigga, the best dictionary in life is Google. Google this nigga and see who he did it for.
ChatGPT is that.
You know.
That's
so
true.
because you're just campaigning.
Yeah.
Don't buy the campaign no more. We through buying campaigns.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We through buying. Girl talking about, oh, I done went to this cottage. I done went to here. I done did this. I'm pretty. How much you make, bitch? How your credit look?
Right.
Yeah, you ain't finna just gonna fuck my credit up.
True.
I don't care how good you look. We got to have something to build us together.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Lazy is not a good word anymore. It hurts now. If you're lazy, you'll steal.
Straight up. Listen, man. Y'all heard it here, man, at the Papa Duck podcast, man. Listen, man, it was a pleasure. You stopping by.
Man. Love y'all.
We
Y'all
love
family.
you back, bro. It's all love. Like I say, man, I appreciate this one here. This is definitely an iconic episode. You know what I'm saying? And like I say, man, I appreciate it. Steve.
Yes. Hey, Bigga, it's a privilege, man, just to have you on the show. It's
Man, you've been family
it's
since
an
you
honor.
can, man.
It's an honor, you know.
Family. He love, and you know what he love to do? You ever be watching it?
Yeah.
I think he's so pretty ass. I nigga make sure you look right now with all that bullshit there. All in his shoe. I said, this is. Hey, don't put that part on it.
Don't put it out. No.
Yeah, get it in.
Yeah. It's crazy about Bigga. I don't post it though.
Never.
Hey, what you got to do though? I mean, we finished.
Oh, yeah, we finna close
We
out.
close it
man.
out. You told her that.
Listen, man, we're gonna go close it out, man. Listen, man, this is Pop It Up Podcast. Appreciate y'all checking in, man. Y'all already know what it is. I guess the day Bigga Rankin came through, did his thing. You already know. And like I said, make sure y'all share this. Make sure y'all learn from this. And like I tell y'all all the time, in order for you to be found, your ass must first be lost. Oh. Get y'all on the next episode.
Yeah.